Hey there drone fans, Rick here again from Drone Valley. In today's video, I'd like to show you a brand new carrying case that we've been testing for the last couple of weeks for the DJI Neo drone. Now, anytime a new drone like the Neo is released, all the accessory companies spin up their factories and start designing accessories that they think you're going to want. And a lot of times those accessories look pretty good on a website, but then you get excited about it, you order the product, it arrives, you put it on the drone, and after a couple of flights you realize, I'm not really going to use that, and I don't want to carry it out in the field with me. So what happens? It ends up on a shelf someplace, and you've wasted money. Now, we work with a lot of the manufacturers all over the world. We actually build products ourselves. So we're looking for new products for new drones. We order one of each, we bring them in, and then the team here at Drone Valley takes them out in the field and tests them on our own drones. So we fly with them, and after a couple of weeks, we come back and talk about them. Is that something you think you're going to use a lot? Is that really the best version of that product, or is there a better one on the market? And then we settle on what we think are some of the best accessories available. And with a carrying case, that's actually one of the first things we look for, because the drones are somewhat fragile. Even though the Neo is incredibly durable, if you throw this in a backpack with anything else, it's like being in a dryer. It's going to tumble around, things are going to bang up against it, and you could damage this little drone. But more importantly, a carrying case, especially a good one, provides a way to organize everything. So if you've got the Neo and you've got the battery hub and you've got the controller, and you've got some charging cables and spare blades and a screwdriver, you're going to miss some of that. So when you head out in the field, maybe you didn't bring the props with you, and all of a sudden you got a problem where you got to change a prop and it's back at home. So having a case like this allows you to protect the drone, protect all the accessories, and organize everything. So you know, on that sunny afternoon when you want to head out to fly, you grab the case, you've got everything you could possibly need for a fun afternoon out in the field. So the case we settled on is this one. Now, it's a soft case, it's not a hard case, and it really gives you a lot of protection for your drone and a lot of interior space to actually store all these accessories. And I know there's a lot of hard cases on the market, but we tend to favor smaller cases for smaller drones like this. If it's a bigger drone like an Air 3 or a Mavic, I'd go with a hard case, because the hard case provides a lot more durability. They're waterproof, so you can throw them in a lake, they're going to float. But with a smaller drone like this, the whole point of a drone like the Neo is to make it small and portable. So if you're carrying a big hard case with you, now you've got this big suitcase with a tiny little drone inside. So we went with a crush-proof case like this that, again, really maximize the interior space so you can store as much as possible in a small space that's easy to bring along. So this is the one we settled on. Now, I'll show you what the inside looks like, and I'll point out a couple of reasons why we like it. So for starters, inside the case, it's got forms for where the actual battery hub goes, where the controller goes. There's a little space down here underneath where the drone goes, where you can put cables and props and some other things. It's got a really nice mesh bag in the top with a zipper. So up here you can put the screwdriver, cables, you can put a charger up there. You can actually slide a tablet in there as well. And everything fits inside that case pretty easily. So these are form fit for these particular accessories. So there's the battery bank, goes in right there. The drone goes in this way, up here, and then the controller fits in right there. And you've still got plenty of room on top of it for cables if you want, and below it. And again, this top mesh. And when you close this up and you zipper it close, it's a heavy duty zipper, you've got a water resistant case that you can take with you in the field. If it gets a little sandy or a little dirty, you can brush it off. It's got a nice carrying handle on it as well. So it does everything you need to protect the drone and organize your kit. And again, on that Saturday afternoon when you get the beautiful sunny day, just grab this and head out and you'll have everything you need. The reason we settled on this one over some of the others on the market is that some of the other cases out there didn't have this type of exterior. They're more of a like a woven exterior or a cloth exterior. And in previous generations of cases we've tested, we find that even though they look good the day you get them, over time they're going to get dirty, they're going to get stained, and they start looking pretty janky. With this one, it's pretty easy to clean it off. I've had this for a couple of weeks out in the field, and I'll tell you, I'm not careful with my cases. When I head out in the woods, I'm dropping them on the ground. They're going to get muddy. They're going to get dirty. I have gravel roads I travel on all the time. You've seen some of the videos. So everything gets dirty and dusty, and I can bring it home with a wet cloth and wipe it down, and it's going to work just fine. So when we find a product like this, the other challenge is there's a lot of companies out there that make products that look similar but aren't exactly the same, and it can easily confuse you when you're shopping. So with this product, we've tested it. We stand behind it. And when I find a product like this, we'll bring them in and offer them on the website so you know you're getting the product that we're actually reviewing. So we've got these listed on the website. Now, one additional bonus that we want to include as sort of an upgrade, and it's a pretty good deal if you do these two things together, is we thought about the charging of the Neo, because you've got a couple of things you've got to charge when you've got this drone at home. You've got the controller, which is a USB-C connection. You've got the drone, which is a USB-C connection, and you've got your phone, or you've got the battery bank, which again is a USB-C connection. So for quite some time, we manufactured what we call a Hydra cable, which essentially takes a single charger port, in this case a USB-A, and turns that into 3 USB-C ends. So you can plug this into 3 devices at the same time, like that, and you can charge your controller, your drone, and your battery hub. I can't hold them all up, but there you go, there's all 3 of them. And then all you have to do is plug the other end into a single charger, and it charges all 3 devices simultaneously. So it works really well for the Neo because everything on there is USB-C, but let's pretend for a second that you have an Apple phone. How do you charge that? It's not USB-C unless you have the very latest one. Well, we include adapters right here that'll convert those USB-Cs into an Apple and a micro USB. So if you have a really old phone or you've got a really old device that uses micro USB, you can pop the adapter on the USB-C port, plug it into your device and still charge that. Same thing with an Apple device. Then the other question we get a lot is, well, Rick, the USB-A chargers are disappearing. All the chargers nowadays are USB-C. How can I use this cable with that? Well, we also include this connector, which turns the USB-A into a USB-C. So if you have a newer charger, you can plug this into that charger and charge all 3 devices. Now we offer the Hydra cable on its own, but I thought if you have a Neo and you're looking for a case, you're probably looking for some simple way to charge it. So we're going to offer the cable as an upgrade. So it's only a couple of bucks more, and together that's a better deal than purchasing the case and purchasing the Hydra cable alone. So I've got links below if you'd like to check the website and see what these products have to offer. And again, the reason we do this is twofold. Number one, obviously we're running a business, so you're supporting us by purchasing it through us. But more importantly, I love this hobby. I've talked about it before. Anytime I find something that works for me, I'm pretty sure it's going to work for other people as well. So the team sits down. If we can find a product that does the job like this case, then we'll just pick up the case and we'll have the manufacturer send us a bunch of them. We stock them here locally and we ship them the same day you make the order. So you get it really quick. If it's something that we can't find with a manufacturer, like this Hydra cable, my team sits down and says, okay, how do we design a cable that does this and does it efficiently? Matter of fact, let's make it really heavy duty. Let's put a cloth wrapping on the outside of it so it's nice and smooth. It's not going to get snagged into your case. And we manufacture these so we can guarantee a product that I'll use, I'll recommend, my friends use, and we offer it to the public as well. So that's pretty much all I had for today. I have a bunch of other accessories we're still testing for the Neo and the new Air 3S and a bunch of other things that are on the market and even some products that are not released yet. So I'll wink and say that. So stay tuned to the channel if you have any interest in drones or other high-tech gear, and we'll have a couple more clips coming soon. But that's all I had for today. So thanks an awful lot. If you're interested in this, we have plenty of them in stock, and again, we can ship the same day and probably get it to you faster than Amazon can. So thanks again for all your support. Hope you guys are getting some great and ladies are getting some great airtime out there and enjoying this early fall season. So thanks again, and until next time, as always, happy flying.